Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is OOZE Pop. I'm live on Twitch right now, but you're probably watching this after the fact on YouTube. And I just thought I'd quickly talk about my thoughts on the movie Eternals, which I saw, was it last night, 2 nights ago? I think it was 2 nights ago. I've got my thoughts written down here. I'm gonna give you my brief opinion on it. I don't usually do this movie review thing, but I want to prove that I'm better than Creighton JK, and so that's the main reason I'm doing this. Um, and Creighton JK is trying to post the N word in my chat. Fantastic. On to the review. Now there's a few takeaways. I thought the acting was pretty B level. I thought the best character was Angelina Jolie in terms of she played her character the best. She was just deep in her character, solid acting, um, and she wasn't even the main character. It's weird. That was kind of disappointing. I didn't think the main characters were necessarily bad, um, but I don't know. I don't know if it was like a mistake of casting to put Angelina Jolie in the movie. Probably not, because if you can get Angelina Jolie, that's always good, right? Um, I'll get to it, Creighton. I'll get to it. Creighton's asking what the movie's about. I should put the chat on the stream. Um, there we go. So the video is really about me, not the Eternals. Hi, chat. Okay, so here we go. I thought that Angelina Jolie shined. I thought she shined, which is good, but it kind of took away from the main characters a little bit. The main characters was more of a B level type of acting. Um, the story was pretty cool, but acting B level. That's not bad. The visuals and CGI were pretty decent, right? It wasn't spectacular. Whoa, did you guys see that new Eternals movie? It's not like that, but it worked, right? It's not terrible. I'm trying to think of a recent movie that that had that going for it. Creighton says, "Hey, sub to youtube.com/CreightonJK. If you feel so inclined to do that, viewers of this video, you go and do that. But I must warn you, Creighton is a stupid son of a bitch, and he doesn't do good content. So I probably wouldn't. Um, let's see. I thought that lore-wise, this was a good expansion on all that. You can tell that with the whole we're getting into spoiler territory, so warning, spoiler territory. There it was a cool expansion of like the cinematic universe by incorporating new lore. Well, it's new to the cinematic universe, but it's classic Marvel. And that's the Celestials. You can tell that like Galactus and the bunch will soon be making it to the screen. And I think that's really cool. I think if you're a comic book nerd, if you're a Marvel nerd, you're excited for that, right? These are just my bullet points. I'm going down my list of bullet points, then I'm gonna freehand it, and we'll take it from there. Um, the movie was a little long-winded. I think it was 2.5 hours. Um, it says you won't get Fantastic Four for like another 4 years, you stupid bitch. Sub to youtube.com/CreightonJK. I wish you would take a bullet point to the head. Hey, YouTube commenters, let me know if you'd like me to, in the future, mute this guy for 10 minutes so I can give an undistracted review, or if you think that this stupid idiot is actually funny and I should keep him on. Let me know in the comments. Um, so yeah, it was a rather long-winded movie, 2.5 hours. I don't. It I don't know if I would trim any of it out. I don't know if I would trim any of it out, but it was still long, right? 2.5 hours. No, I was. It's when you go to a comic book movie, that's like 1.5 to 2 hours at most tolerable, right? 2.5 hour comic book movie. That's like probably my main complaint with it. Um, but at the same time, I can't really think of a way that they would trim it down. Um, it's like it's as it's like as good as can be, I suppose. Um, One thing is the characters weren't very memorable. Maybe Fina, Angelina Jolie's character, you might remember her. Everyone else is pretty like simple. Who fucking reviews a fucking movie a week after it's out? Me do, Creighton. What the hell's wrong with you? Why do you have such an attitude today? Didn't you go raid a bigger streamer earlier? Shouldn't you be watching her? You're gonna raid someone just to be like, "Hi, female. I'm off to make fun of Ooze Pop now." Anyway, I just felt like giving my thoughts on it, and I'm gonna give my thoughts. You stupid son of a cock. Okay. Um, One thing that I know, the dumb, like the dumb reactionary right wing types are gonna be upset with are the fact that one of the characters is gay. Um, there are two Indian characters in the movie, and people are going to be like, "Oh, this diversity bullshit! I don't want this diversity bullshit. Why is there two Indian guys and a gay black guy in my movie? I don't want this horse shit." And before you try and fight that point, the guy sitting next to me in the theater came with his son, and his son fell asleep during the movie. While his son was asleep, the gay black character kisses his husband or boyfriend, and the dad is just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck?" I had to stop myself from laughing. So you know that in the very least, uh, there are aspects of it that are going to piss off the right wing reactionary type. There was a deaf character, so there's a lot of sign language. One of the characters is deaf. There's a lot of sign language going on. People are going to be like, "What the hell?" People probably won't like that. Um, yeah, you all about those ass and pecs. What? Why did I read that? This is anyway. Um, yeah, I just think the characters weren't like super memorable. The main like Angelina Jolie is memorable, and then you remember, oh, there's Celestials. That's cool. And I'm gonna try to not spoil the movie too much, but when the movie ends, you can kind of assume, oh, I think we're getting more Celestial stuff. That's cool. Um, so yeah, but I do feel like I need to bring up that the right wing complaint about the diversity, mainly because obviously I don't have a problem with characters being gay or being minorities, people of color. I don't care about that, but I also think that that's the main selling point of the characters rather than this is the guy that has this power. I want to see him back for another movie. You know what I mean? The heroes, the characters aren't very memorable. Creighton JK says, "Who the fuck are the Celestials? Who cares? They won't even be mentioned ever again." You're dumb. You're dumb, Creighton. Now I have to Google a thing just to fucking show you. The Celestials. No one cares about the Celestials, dude. Original Marvel fans are so fucking excited. I know they are. I don't know, like, haven't talked to them. They're so fucking excited to see, like, Galactus is going to be relevant in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I have to Google it so you remember. Do you not know who this guy is? You not know the Celestials? You don't know Galactus? Galactus is not a Celestial. Well, I don't give a shit. It's going to happen. It's all connecting, okay? It's all connecting. And all I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to fucking tell you, you stupid cock, is I think Marvel fans are excited for this. I'm not even a Marvel Cinematic Universe like regular viewer. I don't care about most of this stuff. This is kind of cool. This is kind of exciting, okay? Galactus and the Silver Surfer will come post Fantastic Four. That's like 7 years away. This sucks. It's a waste of time. Okay, let's keep going on with my bullet points here. It wasn't too intimidating to new viewers. No, that's true. I love when a movie does that. I'm gonna use Dune as an example. I'm new to Dune. I have no idea what Dune is. I watched Dune. I still have no idea what Dune is. Okay. Um, Eternals. You can be like, I've never watched a Marvel thing before, but right at the beginning, it gives you like the Star Wars esque, like, here's the universe we're in, and this is what they do, and then you get right into it, you know? I think that's great. I think that's great. You can be new to all of this. It's not very intimidating. Um, and finally, my last bullet point. And again, slightly spoiler territory. I'm going to try to keep it minimal. It sets up a sequel. I believe there's a like it at least sets up the sequel. It ends very unsatisfyingly. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. It was a good watch, but it ends like, hey, problem, okay? Problem. It's slightly spoiler territory. And you're like, "Oh, yeah, there's got to be another thing coming." Um my overall review, Creighton JK says, "What's the problem?" You want me to spoil it? You want me to spoil the movie for you, Creighton? You really want me to tell you? Should I spoil the ending, you guys? Yeah, just tell me what the problem is. Um so I have to kind of give a brief, so I don't have to watch this pitch. I'll have to give a brief summary. I have to refer to the beginning so the end makes sense. Um Aramish, something like that. That's the celestial that the Eternals are like obeying his orders, and he sends them to Earth like in the BC era to help them build a civilization, help them become the humans they're meant to be, planet Earth, right? And they end up discovering they're there to like eliminate they're there to eliminate deviants. They're like these creature things. They're there to eliminate deviants and to help Earth like thrive. And then it comes to their attention, hey, we're kind of just pawns in a game of chess. We're just trying to farm we're trying to overpopulate the Earth for energy purposes. That way, because there's a celestial inside the Earth. I forget his name, like Tarmuk or some shit like that. Um, he's gonna arise from the Earth, and the Earth will be destroyed in the process. Okay, that's the premise of the movie. At the end of the movie, they're like, no, we don't want this to happen, and so they kind of like go against the Celestials' orders. But the one of the Eternals, Icarus, he's like trying to stop them. No, I'm not going to let you guys do this. I obey the Celestials, and I want this to happen. We need to destroy the Earth. Um, it's kind of crazy. It's pretty meta. So at the end, they stop. They the Eternals, who aren't, they're kind of split. There's like a civil war between the Eternals. There's like two, maybe three, I think it's just two, that are on the team of, I want to destroy the Earth. And then the rest of them are like, nah, I'm not having this. We're going to save the Earth. I live here. I love these people. I'm going to save the Earth. Um, what was I going to say? Gosh, what's wrong with my brain right now? This is going to be a terrible video. Sorry, YouTube. I'll edit this later. So at the end, they stop. It starts to arise from Earth. You see like the hand creeping out, the head creeping out, the celestial begins to arise from Earth. They stop it. They stop it from arising. Okay. It seems like everything's all well and good. Cersei, she's like back with her boyfriend. Everything's all well and good. And he tells her something. This is what's interesting. It's like so clearly setting it up for a sequel. He like tells her something. Hey, like, hey, there's something like about my family I've never told you. And then all of a sudden, right when he says that, out of nowhere, Aramish or whatever, vroom, just appears out of nowhere. This big celestial vroom, just appears before the earth and suctions away the Eternals. Vroom. I see you guys have chosen to disobey me. Well then. He says, I don't remember. He says something, something, something. But when I return, you shall see judgment. And I think he takes, I don't know if he takes all the Celestials with him or just Cersei. I think it's just Cersei. Are you actually going to upload this? Yes, I'm going to upload this. What the fuck? As a serious review? Yes, I'm going to upload this as a serious review. What the fuck? So that's the movie, okay? And you're just like, and it just ends. This guy was gonna reveal a secret to his celestial, or to his eternal lover, right? And she just gets taken away. What was his secret, and where did she go? I, I, I'm excited. Okay, now again, you've already seen. I do have my qualms. I do have my qualms with the movie. It wasn't perfect. I didn't think the acting was all that good. Certain moments were good. If you liked, I kind of, it might be a weird comparison, but I feel like if you liked John Cena in, if you liked John Cena in the new Suicide Squad movie, um, you'll like him, or you'll like Angelina Jolie in this movie. That's what I think is cool. She's like the most memorable character because she plays like almost like she's a goddess, and she's the only one who looks like a Greek goddess. Like everyone's wearing these like sci-fi suits, but she's wearing like this white robe and stuff. And she's got like this problem with her. So anytime that the Eternals destroy or create or cause a rising of a celestial, there's a word for it. The emergence. Anytime they cause an emergence, they have their memories erased and they go to another world and they do it again. Um, Angelina Jolie's character, Athena, her memories weren't completely erased. So she's got this like senile shit going on and she keeps turning on her friends and trying to kill them. Um, and it's kind of cool. I know it's going to sound weird, but it's kind of cool because it's actually foreshadowing. Like, oh, she's not actually crazy. She's remembering terrible shit that we've done, right? It's insane. Um, there's a character Gilgamesh. He was just a big, powerful fist guy. He dies, but he was a cool character. He was like strong, so that's cool. Anyway, like my overall score is 6 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I liked it. I know 6 is kind of a low score, but I enjoyed the movie. I think it could have been a little more polished. Um, Somehow more trim, maybe. I can maybe squeeze to a 7 out of 10, but I'd have to be generous. 5 out of 10, I'd be being unfair. I feel comfortable giving it a 6 out of 10 because it's really enjoyable. Oh, and here's another thing. I think maybe if you're a cinematic Marvel guy, you might think this is a 7 or 8 out of 10. If you're a cinematic universe guy and you know the comic book stuff, maybe 7 or 8 out of 10 to you. But I'm reviewing it from the perspective of I just want to go see a movie. How good is this movie? And like I said, 6 out of 10 to me. I know some Marvel's lore. I know some stuff about the Celestials, not too much, but I think it's all really cool. It was you got some cool fights. You got some like new addition to the story. It wasn't boring. It just long, and the acting could have been a little better. Would have spiced it up. Would have spiced it up a little bit. But I even at 6 out of 10, I'd recommend you go watch it. It was a good movie. You know, there's a lot of bad movies out there. Go watch The Eternals. And that is the end of this film review. If you'd like to see this kind of content live, if you'd like to interact just like this idiot right here is interacting with me live, follow me at twitch.tv/oozepop. That's one word. Twitch.tv/ooze, OOZE, pop, POP. Right? Here it is. Just like that. That's how you spell it. Twitch.tv/oozepop. I do a lot of gaming. I play a lot of video games. This is the end of the YouTube video, but there's still more stream to come. So follow at twitch.tv/oozepop. Don't follow Creighton JK because he's bad at what he does. He doesn't make good content. Thank you. I love you. Bye bye.